honor for me to welcome to the TRRC the representatives of the Norwegian or the Gambian Association in Norway, who are present here with us today to present a check, which is the result of a fundraising exercise that the Gambians in Norway conducted as part of the outreach activity of the TRRC in meeting with the Gambian diaspora. This was a trip to Norway, and the Gambians there were so grateful, so gracious to raise funds in support of the activities of the TRRC. I welcome individuals here present. I call my uncles. Unfortunately, there is a Mr. Nyang here, and it is lunchtime. I have to apologize to him for dragging him here at this very important moment for the Nyangens. But all the same, Mr. Nyang and Mr. Njai, welcome to the TRRC. We would hand over to you to say a few words and do the presentation. And once you finish, we would hand over to the chair and the deputy chair of the TRRC to say a few words of thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and over to you, Mr. Nyang.
Thank you, Mr. Fall. I would not respond to your comments about being Nyang. I reserve that till we meet on Friday. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the Commission, distinguished ladies and gentlemen here present. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to be here with you to do a presentation on behalf of the Gambian Association in Norway. My friend, my brother, my one-nose friend, we are the founder members of the Gambian Association in the 70s, and we are lucky to be back home and representing them in various contributions and activities that they carry. For those of you who do not know the Gambian Association in Norway, they have been contributing a lot towards development projects. They have built madrasas, they have sponsors, they have sponsored schools, they have sponsored medical students, law students, among others. I bring you greetings from the entire Gambians in Norway. As you know, the Gambians in the diaspora have contributed a lot towards the change, as we say, and I think that has to be reckoned with. I am sure members of the commission who visited Norway must have learned about the activities of the association, and it is in this regard that we're here today. I like giving stories, and I have a lot of stories to tell. This morning when I woke up, my playmate, I have two playmates, my grandchildren. Momodo is 6 and Yasin is 3. He said to me, "Grandpa, it's dark now. If we put off the television, will there be light?" I said, "Yes." And he said to me, "Grandpa, luta moy leer ak lendem ana yalla moko control." Ma ne ko waaw. Mu ne ma waa xanaa yàlla dafa am torchlight boo xam ne su guddee mu leer mu lendem su bëccëgee mu lifin. Ma ne ko waaw, that's it. My conclusion to that is that to say that Allah's torchlight has bear fruit with your commission. Your commission has revealed a lot to us and the entire world about the atrocities of Ali Baba during his 22 years of dictatorship. And there has been a lot of truth that has been said, and there has been a lot of garbage and lies that has been said. We do hope and pray that justice will be done at the end of the tunnel for those who have spoken the truth, and those who have come here and sat and swear on the oath and tell us a lot of garbage, they will be dealt with according to the law. We continue to pray that the truth and justice that is expected by all Gambians would prevail. And as the Olaf says, su waxkat bi àndut a xelam, déglukat bi ànd a xelam. And you as commission members would, at the end of the day, in your recommendation, know who spoke the truth and who has not spoken the truth. Today, as we had said earlier, that we are presenting a check of $100,000 that would go towards the victims, some of whom for many years have been looking for assistance to heal their wounds, but unfortunately they didn't have the means or support to do so. And today, with this little amount, we do hope and pray that this little amount would go a long way in helping or healing the wounds of those who have suffered under the Ali Baba's 22 years of torture and maltreatment. We pray for continued peace in this country, and thank you very much for the job that you have been doing, and may Allah continue to see your dreams come true. I would want to pass the mic to my friend to say a few words in Wolof for the benefit of the local listeners. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa sallim. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Sayyidina wa Nabiyuna Maulana Muhammad wa sallam taslima walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Sun mbokki Gambian si ak chairman of the commission, ak commissioner si.
Greetings, fellow Gambians, chairman of the commission and the commissioners.
Maa ngi tudda Maam Seyd Njie.
My name is Maam Seyd Njie.
Ma Cheikh Tidiane mi moma utal scholarship in 1972 ma dem Norway.
This Cheque sitting here was the one who sought scholarship for me to travel to Norway in 1972.
Ñu ngi ànd biñ amé 13 years ben tay.
We were moving together since we were 13 up till date.
Association bi ñun ñoko form fofu.
This association, we formed it there.
Biñ paré Yalla def ñu jàng ba paré ñi ñib si ñi stay fofu.
After some of us went to school and we completed our school, some stayed, others returned home.
Waaye yépp nak Yalla.
But all of that is God.
With Yalla everything is possible.
With God, everything is possible.
Biñ ñib sé ben tay ñu ngi communicate ak association bi leen joxal suggestions ak recommendations.
When we returned, we were in constant communication with this association, giving them suggestions and recommendations.
Am na projects yoo xam ne ñun ñoo leen ko suggestal.
There are some projects which we suggested to them.
Cheikh Tidiane has mentioned some of them, mentioned na léegi.
Cheikh Tidiane has mentioned some of them just right now.
From education, medical, local daras,
local Islamic schools.
Suñ ñu ko joxee ñu yóbbu ko education.
When they give it to us, we take it to education.
Di dimbale nit ñi.
and we assist people
ak ñu néew doole ñi.
and those that are less fortunate.
li ma bugg a wax rek
What I would want to say here,
mooy commissioner si laa ko wax.
and this is for the commissioners,
because team bii nii
because this team here
is very unique.
is very unique.
du nit munta tànn team bi.
No individual could have chosen this team.
It's not a coincidence.
It is not a coincidence.
It's for a reason.
It is for a reason.
Yàlla moo leen tànn yéen ñi daje fii yépp.
All of you have been chosen by God. All of you that are here.
xëj na yéen ñu bari xamantewu leen woon before.
It could be that some of you did not know each other
waaye yàlla
before,
xam na leen xam seen xol xam seen xel.
but God knew you, knows your mind.
liggéey bii
This work you're doing
yàlla mooy wone boppam.
is God that would manifest himself.
moom kenn mënu koo rëcca.
No one can escape him.
loo mun a def rek
Whatever you may do,
su baaxee dina la ko fay.
if it is good work, he will pay you.
su bonee it mu fay la ko.
If it is bad work too, he will pay you.
yàlla amut lu bon te xamu ko.
There is nothing that is bad which God does not know.
soo defee lu bon benn la laa fay.
If you do bad, he's going to reward you once.
boo defee lu baax mu fay la 10 times.
And if you do good, he rewards you 10 times.
te lu bon loo gis rek ci doomu aadama ñun suñ diina bi moo am ñaar ñii. soo gisee lu baax nga kontaan soo gisee lu bon nga kontaan.
And whatever is bad in this world, our religion has two. When you see what is good, you rejoice, as well as what is bad.
yéen nag yàlla leen di fay.
As for you, God would reward you.
àdduna si yépp
The whole world,
ak Gambia bi ak sub-region bi fu nekk.
the Gambia, the sub-region, and everywhere else,
ñu ngi gis ni ngeen di manager situation bii nii.
they are seeing how you are managing the situation here.
extremely difficult situation.
What is an extremely difficult situation,
because yéen a ngi deal ak human beings.
because you are dealing with human
te
beings,
human beings dafa complex.
and human beings are complex.
Seet Tijaan wax na ko fii.
Sertijan said it here earlier on.
ñëw téye alxuraan waat ba pare di fen.
For someone to come here, hold the Quran, swear to it, and then tell lies.
waaye at the end of the day.
But at the end of the day,
yéen la yàlla jox cër bi.
you are the ones that God has given
ngeen toog segga lii bu baax ak tame.
that chance to be able to sieve what you hear here.
te li ngeen di def li ngeen di recommend loolu la nit ñi di gëm.
And whatever you recommend is what people will believe.
parce que yàlla moo leen select ngeen toog fii wax dëgg ak bàyyi xel ci dëgg bi ak fen bi.
Because you are the ones that have been selected by God to be able to distinguish truth from falsehood.
yéen nag foog rek ñu ñaanal leen.
So that for you, we must but pray for you.
ngeen jeexal lii ak jàmm.
So that you are able to accomplish this task in peace.
yàlla ngeen àndaan dimbalam ak yërmandeem.
So as to be able to walk along with God's help and
yàlla mi
sympathy.
musal yal na leen yàlla musal.
May God protect you
ak seen njaboot yëpp kulluhum.
and your entire family.
task bu difficult ngeen am.
You have a difficult task.
te task bii nii yàlla moo tax ngeen di succeed ci lii.
And this task is possible because only God can make it successful.
parce que soo seetee panel bi amul kenn koo xam ne mu ngi def liggéey bi gis ci boppam.
But if you look at this panel, there is no one that is taking this task personally.
ku nekk su génnee fii fàtte na li moo def xam na ne yàlla ko ko mun loo.
Whoever leaves this place forgets totally what's happening here, knowing that they are able to do it because of God's assistance.
on behalf of the Gambians si nekk ci réew mi yëpp ñu ngi leen di wax a big thank you jërë ngeen jëf.
We want to thank you on behalf of the whole Gambia.
loolu laay jeexalee suma kàddu.
And that is where I will end my statement.
allahumma salli ala sayyidina muhammad wa sallam.
Mr. Representatives, you may now make the presentation. Thank you.
I like to hide behind checks. That was a good thing. But thank you very much indeed, Mr. Njai and Mr. Nyang. And Mr. Nyang, have a good reply from us to your grandchild. Tell your grandchild, yes, God does have a touchlight, turns it on and off. But this time around, he gave the touchlight to the Gambian Association in Norway. And thank you, they have turned that light on the Gambia. So the Gambia, they haven't forgotten. They live in a cold and sometimes a dark country for years, for months, but they use the touchlight to flash it on their country, make it a shining star, and haven't forgotten it at all. I didn't have the luck to travel to Norway. The deputy chair traveled with the team in the area, and I'll give her the floor to do it. But thank you so much again for the good gesture. I hope we all contribute as Gambians to this effort to help the victims of suffering here for 22 years. Deputy Chair, you have the floor, please.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Thank you, Sheikh Tijan, and thank you, Mam Said, for being excellent envoys of the Gambian diaspora in Norway. As you are aware, the Trrc undertook a diaspora engagement from the end of August to the middle of September. There were two teams. The first team went to America, the second team went to Europe. And we went from the 4th to the 15th of September 2019. The diaspora engagement was fully funded by the UNDP OHCHR office, and we are very grateful that they fully funded this trip. The diaspora engagement had a major objective, which is contained in its mandate, that we are mandated to get information from foreign countries and from foreign authorities and from victims and witnesses and other persons in the diaspora. And this is exactly what we set out to do. But in addition to that, we had 4 specific objectives. And one of those objectives was to fundraise or to look for fundraising opportunities that would enable us to augment our reparations fund. And this we were able to do. Now, when we were leaving Norway, which was our last destination, they told us, we will send our monies later because we want to fundraise and make sure that we get the maximum amount of money rather than giving you just a small amount. And I want to thank the association for living up to their promise, because not everybody is able to live up to promises. And to thank them on behalf of the victims. This money is going direct into the reparations fund. Government has the primary responsibility of providing reparations. But the diaspora and people in this country have responded positively to supporting the government in this venture. And we thank them on behalf of the Trrc, on behalf of the victims, and on behalf of the trip that went to Europe. We are sitting around this table. Time does not allow us to introduce each and every one of us, but we are grateful that when we went to Europe, we were met with great hospitality, graciousness on behalf of all the five cities that we visited. And now Oslo was the icing on the cake, because they were the last destination that we went to. And in particular, I would like to thank Omar Drame and his gracious wife, Jara, Betty Marong, the Christian community in Norway. They insisted that we had to see them, and we went there, Bishop and myself. The Muslim community, because we arrived on a Friday and went straight to the mosque and met a huge Muslim community there. So the diaspora in Norway, and not only in Norway, but in all the 5 cities that we have visited, have responded positively to the diaspora engagement. And this is just a first step, because it is not only money that we are looking at, we are also looking at the expertise that exists over there that we can tap into in terms of social psychosocial support, in terms of medical care, etc., to come and support the work of the TRRC. Once again, I thank you all very much. I thank the media people for eating into their lunch, the interpreters and the translators for eating into their lunch break, and the commissioners. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, team. Thank you, ESA. And just before I want to end, I want to say that we did not only do fundraising, but we also did reconciliation activities when we were there. And ESA and Bishop and Imam Jallo were very, very outgoing in their reconciliation efforts. Thank you very much. Chair?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's lunchtime. The Nyangens would be quite eager to leave. On that note, I say thank you to all of you for staying to witness this important moment. Thank you very much.